Maharashtra lifts double vaccine mandate for college attendance. NEP 2020 rightly lays emphasis on teaching young children in their mother tongue, says Kurukshetra University vice-chancellor. JKBOSE declares Class 11 result for Jammu and Leh. Teachers who did not pass TET cannot continue in service, says Madras High Court. India and Australia to start dual degree program for students. Amul and SAP India to provide digital literacy and skilling interventions to over 1 lakh children. Enrollment in government schools increased significantly post-pandemic, says Mizoram Education Minister. High Court cancels MPPSC 2019 results due to disputed rules. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You are watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of the hour. This is Nitya reporting from ENN and the Daily Stories Hour. College and university students in Maharashtra who are not fully vaccinated will also be allowed to attend physical classes from now on. With the Health Department lifting the double vaccination mandate and several state universities opting for offline examinations this summer, the Higher and Technical Education Department issued a resolution doing away with the rule. Higher and Technical Education Minister Uday Samant on Wednesday said, earlier it was mandatory to take 2 COVID vaccines for attendance at university and college. Now this condition has been waived and all students can attend the university and college, in a tweet. A GR was issued by the department late on Wednesday, lifting the condition in the earlier order, dated January 25, 2022. An official from the department said that the Health Department has already lifted the double vaccination condition. Also, many universities are holding examinations in the offline mode. Though the department had lifted all other restrictions before, only this remained, which has now been removed. There are students who are not fully vaccinated and this condition should not prove to be a hindrance, said the official. A principal from a suburban college said that most students from the city are now fully vaccinated. Speaking as a chief guest at a 3-day national seminar on linguistics and folklore studies in the 21st century, Prof Som Nath Sachdeva, vice-chancellor of Kurukshetra University, said India has the world's richest linguistic and cultural diversity, which is its real strength since ancient times. The new Education Policy 2020 rightly lays great emphasis on teaching young children in their mother tongue so that they can gain knowledge in a friendly and fearless environment. This will also help save many Indian languages from extinction. Surjit Patar, chairman of PSC, said in his presidential remarks that languages change with the passage of time. Punjabi will never die as a language, as the speakers of Punjabi language know its strength and cultural value. Through his poetic recitation, he explained how latest words from technology have entered Punjabi language, which has provided it with vibrancy and energy. The Jammu and Kashmir Board of School Education has declared the results of the Higher Secondary Part 1, that is Class 11, and Annual 2021 Regular Jammu Winter Zone and Leh Division on its official website, jkbose.ac.in. Students who appeared for the JKBOSE Class 11 Annual Examinations 2021 are advised to visit the official website to check and download their result. The board has released the results roll number-wise, and soon candidates will be able to check their results name-wise. The Madras High Court on Thursday ruled that teachers who did not pass the Teachers Eligibility Test, that is TET, cannot continue in service. Justice D Krishnakumar gave the ruling while dismissing a batch of writ petitions and directed the authorities concerned to ensure strict compliance of the instructions issued by the School Education Secretary via letter dated May 2, 2019, failing which appropriate action shall be taken in accordance with law. The authorities shall also ensure strict compliance of the guidelines issued by the National Council for Teacher Education in February 2021 by conducting TET examination once in every year, so as to enable the teachers to qualify themselves, the judge said. The judge added that despite lapse of many years after the enactment of RTE Act in 2009, the said statutory provision has not been complied with, and the petitioners and other teachers are allowed to continue in service without possessing the minimum eligibility condition of pass in TET as per Section 23 of the Act and also as per the RTE Amendment Act 2017. It is mandatory for the teachers who did not possess the minimum qualification of passing TET prior to the 2019 RTE Act to acquire the same within 9 years. Union Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal on Thursday said that education will act as a bridge between India and Australia, highlighting that both countries will soon be starting dual degree programs for students. Goyal and Dan Tehan, Minister for Trade, Tourism and Investment of Australia, said they are working on a dual degree program under the trade agreement with an aim to enhance collaboration between universities of both countries. Union Commerce Minister Goyal, who was in the University of New South Wales in Sydney, said, "I invite the University of New South Wales to expand its footprints in India and enable students on both sides to gain." Goyal is in Australia for a 3-day visit after inking India-Australia Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement. He said that both sides are working on a dual degree program and the move would help in recognizing each other's degrees and course contents. While addressing students at the University of NSW, Sydney, he said, "A lot of the good work that researchers come out with does not get that kind of scale and opportunity to operationalize, and therefore the partnership between the two countries can truly transform the lives of Australia and India. I believe that such partnerships are important for the world as we increase our strategic engagements between Australia and India. Education will act as a bridge between the two countries. It has always been an important element of our partnership. Under the dual degree program between the countries, students would be allowed to study the course for a few years in one country and a few years in another country, subject to certain norms." Indian dairy giant Amul and the Indian arm of leading business software corporation, SAP India, on Tuesday announced their collaboration to provide digital literacy and skilling interventions to over 1 lakh children and adolescents. This is a part of their larger plan to deliver an inclusive and sustainable community development to 1.5 million rural Indians. One of the highlights of this plan is to provide financial literacy and entrepreneurship opportunities to 20,000 women. In a joint press conference held in Gujarat on Tuesday, it was announced that the key objectives of this initiative will be achieved by providing coding and 21st century skills to children, adolescents, and others in remote villages, building a STEM-focused learning environment, empowering women by teaching them the digital financing skills and functional communications, and supporting farmer livelihoods by helping them in planting fruit-bearing saplings, etc. The Mizoram State Education Minister on Tuesday said that the student enrollment in state government schools increased significantly as educational institutes began reopening after they were shut because of the COVID-19 pandemic for a period of 2 years. Mizoram schools have reopened for all classes. The state education minister said the state government has taken several steps to improve the education system and recruit more teachers, which in turn prompted parents to send their children to government schools. He further said that as per reports received from several schools across the state, the number of student enrollment in government schools has significantly increased. Madhya Pradesh Public Service Commission preliminary and main exam results 2019 were cancelled by the High Court on Thursday. The results were released under the disputed regime. The government revised the rules of MPPSC exams on 17th February 2020. A concern was raised that there is a rule that the meritorious students of the reserved category will not be included in the general category. The issue was raised in the High Court. The government clearly expressed its view of withdrawing the disputed rules. Despite this, the results of PSC 2019 mains were released on December 31st, 2021 under controversial rules. According to the revised rules, the reserved category students cannot take the exam from the general category. The High Court has been ordered to issue results again under old rules. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, do log on to our website, theENN.com, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Signing off, this is Nitya.